reference afterwards. Okay. All right. So we are talking about week 3 now. So we are discussing about process explanation. So there are two approaches that you can use when it comes to process explanation, which are informational and directional. Okay. So the root word for informational over here is to inform. So when you are, your aim is to inform your audiences, basically you're going to provide them with the information. Okay, what kind of information? So if you can see in the second meeting here, basically when it comes to informational approach, you are telling your audiences how it works. I mean, maybe like about the product, the machine. Okay, that is on informational approach. For directional approach, you are actually directing the audiences on to performing the procedure. For example, as you can see in the second meeting here, okay, how to use certain machine. Okay, so you are giving the direction. All right, so this is step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, and the rest. Okay, so that is the reason why for directional approach here, we are going to use imperatives. So imperatives work by giving instructions. So firstly, this is what you're supposed to do. Next, so basically when it comes to directional, you are going to use active verb. Active verb meaning that, okay, switch on the aircon, okay, or switch on the light, or turn off the engine. So that is imperative. Okay, so you are giving direction. So we are also going to learn about the passive voice and how to construct it. Okay, models, should, must, may. Okay, and then transition words, firstly, secondly, right, is the same as sequence connectors. So these are what you're going to learn in the third meeting, which is on process explanation. And during the first meeting in week 3, I will be giving the briefing on assessment 1, which carries 35% of your overall marks. So assessment 1, there are two parts of it, assessment 1A and assessment 1B. So what is it about? Let's go to it afterwards. Okay. Week number 4, presentation outline. Okay, whereby this is going to be based on your group. Okay, so for assessment 1, you are going to work in a group. Okay, maximum 3, minimum 2, which is pair work. All right, maximum 3, minimum 2, and starting from now, from today, you should start looking for the right people to work with you. Make sure he or she can work with you in a group or in a pair. And then I don't want the issue like, sir, he is actually or she is actually not working with me, not doing anything. So if that kind of thing happen, please let me know. All right. Okay. So for the assessment, you need to create a presentation outline of what you are going to present. Okay. So this is going to be like a guidelines for you to refer to. So for week 4, in the first meeting, you are going to do the research content, and then you need to get the approval from me. Okay. Regarding the product that you are going to present for the first assessment, yes, we have a list of banned products. For example, the product that is already existed in the market for like many years. So that one is going to be banned because there is no like originality to the content of you presenting it. Okay, let's say, sir, our group would like to present about the smartphone, for example. So that is going to be not allowed because it is in the ban list as smartphone. It is not new. Okay, so you need to find something new in the market. But of course, okay, you can take the information from the website and such, and I will teach you how to do that to avoid plagiarism. Okay, right. So the first meeting is for the draft. Once it is approved, then you can move to the second meeting, which is about the full write-up. Okay, so I will give you the guidelines. Let's say there are 3 of you. So presenter number 1, what are the information that you are supposed to deliver? Presenter number 2, and then who will be doing the conclusion and such. Okay, I will give you the guidelines so that you can refer to it. Okay, on your part, you have to get prepared on organizing the information. Okay, next, Week number 5, okay, we are going to prepare the infographic, okay, whereby you are going to design the bunting. Okay, so what does it mean by preparing infographic? Because your assessment 1A, you are going to submit your infographic of the product that you have chosen and approved by me. Okay, so you need to find the product starting from today. All right, I can give you some input. All right, and then by week number 3, so when you are on full-fledged of doing the first assessment, then you can start finding the right product. Ask me, okay, get my consent. Sir, is it okay for us to do this? Then if it is approved, then you can proceed and prepare your infographic. So normally, okay, we are going to use maybe canva.com, okay, or maybe PowerPoint to create the infographic. I will teach you on how to use Canva, and then I will also share with you some other instructional video on how to use canva.com and also PowerPoint to create your infographic. Okay. The second meeting of week 5, you are going to get into the final stage of designing the bunting. So basically, week 5, maybe we are not going to have a physical class, but instead, okay, we are going to meet online, or maybe you can come to my office at Pekan campus. Then we can have a look at your design. Okay, whether it is okay, you need some improvisation, maybe you need to change the color, the font, what are the information that you should include in the infographic. Okay, everything will be given to you. Okay, week number 6, the first meeting, we are going to look at presentation skills. All right, so I believe that you have been learning English for 11 years, maybe, or 12 years. So though that you have been learning English for like a long time, okay, this is kind of a recap, okay, of what you have learned. So over here in the presentation skills, okay, I'm going to teach you back on how to begin your presentation. In the middle or the body of the presentation, or the presentation, what kind of information that you should be talking to the others, okay, or giving to the others, and then how to end your presentation. So what types of presentation normally there, okay, maybe you are familiar with informative and persuasive speech, but we also have other types of presentation. And I will also give you the guidelines for effective presentation. For example, okay, assessment 1B here, technical oral presentation, you're going to present in a group. So if you're going to use Microsoft PowerPoint, how many slides that you need to have in a group? Remember, there are 3 of you in a group, maybe 3 slides each. Okay, and then how many words can you have in each of the slide? So I will give you the input or the information. So in the second meeting, we are going to have assessment 1A, infographic submission. Okay, this is going to be an online submission. So I have created, or I have set up the Google Classroom for all of you. So after this, I'm going to give you the class code so that you can enroll to the Google Classroom. And under assessment 1A, later on, when it comes to week number 6, you just need to submit the infographic in Google Classroom. Okay. For assessment 1B, technical oral presentation, so we are going to conduct this physically or face-to-face. So every one of you, right, will be in the class, okay, and then you are going to present your findings regarding technical oral presentation. So it's going to be like 10 minutes of presentation. So 3 of you or 2 of you, if it is a pair work, so you are going to be in front of the class. The others are going to sit and listen to your presentation. Okay, so this is about assessment 1. Any questions so far, class? You look stressful. This is the beginning of the class only. But fret not, okay? I'll make sure that this is going to be a very interesting and exciting lesson for you. English is supposed to be fun. This is not about thermodynamics. This is not about fluid mechanics and such. Not calculating or calculus. Okay, I'm not good at mathematics, so I'm not going to teach you mathematics. Okay, but if you work hard, it is possible for you to get an A. Okay, and last semester, one of your seniors, okay, he is able to get an A for this course. So it is not impossible. So you can do it as well. Okay, right, that is for week 6. So week 7, we're going to start with a new chapter or new topic, which is on process and procedure. So in the first meeting, we're going to look at introduction to SOP. So SOP, what is it about? It is a familiar word for all of us. We are following the SOP now. You are online, I am here, all right? But in week 4, well, once we get back to the campus, so we have to follow the strict SOP in order to do the class, okay? So you're going to learn about SOP, standard operating procedure, okay? You're going to look at the definition of SOP, okay, types of SOP. Basically, in this course, we're going to teach you 3 types of SOP: graphical, flowchart, and hierarchical. Okay, and for your second assessment, you are going to use this kind of SOP. Okay, what is the format of SOP or technical SOP? And then in the first meeting of week 7, I'm going to give you the briefing about assessment 2, which carries 25% of your overall marks. So assessment 1, 1A and 1B, 35%. Okay, assessment 2, 2A and 2B, it is going to be 25%. Okay, so for the second meeting, we are going to look at the graphical SOP, and these are the things that you're going to learn. Okay, in week 8, all right, we are going to, oh, I missed out the things. Sorry. Okay. Right. After week 7, oh yeah, over here. Week 7, okay, after week 7, from 17th until 25th of April, it is going to be your mid-semester break. And since that you are coming back, okay, in the second week or the third week of this semester, so I believe that this is the date that you are looking forward to go back to your hometown. Okay, right. So please take note in your calendar that you are going to have your mid-semester break from the 17th until the 25th of April 2021. Right. So in week 8, after you come back from your mid-semester break, so we are going to continue with the other 2 types of flowchart, which are the type of SOP, which are the flowchart SOP and hierarchical SOP. Okay, so ignore propose for SBL here. Okay, it is meant for something else. Right, and then the second meeting, we're going to learn on how to write the SOP. Okay, so I believe in your context, sometimes later on, when it comes to the working world, when you are going to work afterwards, all right, you are going to write SOP sometimes, okay? And then maybe most of the time, you're going to read the SOP. So this is going to be an exposure for all of you on how to write SOP, and then at the same time, on how to read the SOP and to perform the task given to you according to the SOP given. Okay, so we are giving you the exposure here. Then in week 9, we are going to have the listening exercises, especially on the strategies. So you're going to learn what to do before you do the listening, while you are listening, and after you are listening to the recording. Why we are doing this? Okay, if you notice, for UHL2452, we are covering all the 4 important skills in learning a language, especially English language: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So we are covering all the 4 of it. Okay. Likewise, in assessment 1, it is going to be writing and speaking, okay, presentation. Assessment 2, it is going to be reading and listening. Okay. So in the second meeting of week 9, right, we are going to have our assessment 2A and assessment 2B. Okay. So assessment 2A here, right, it will be conducted during weekend, Friday until Sunday. All right. So actually, you are given 10 hours to complete the task, assessment 2A. Okay, but it is going to be from Friday until Sunday. So you and your partner, it is going to be a pair work. You work together, all right, and then decide how many hours are you going to spend for each of the day then. So you have 3 days. So maybe if you can complete everything on Friday, then on Saturday and Sunday, you can just relax and submit the work on Sunday, all right? But if you want to allocate the time, for example, 4 hours on Friday, 4 hours on Saturday, and then another 2 hours on Sunday, you can do so. Okay, so for assessment 2A, the reading part here, we are going to give you a manual, All right. So each pair will not be having the same manual. So from the manual, you have to transfer the information into writing SOP, right? And then it can be in the form of graphical, flowchart, or hierarchical. So I will let you know before you sit for the test or assessment 2A, what kind of SOP that you are supposed to focus on. Only one SOP for everyone, but the manual, okay, given to you to each pair will be different. So none of you are going to have the same manual. Okay, and then assessment 2B over here, listening. So we are going to have it most probably in our second meeting, which is on Wednesday in week 9. Okay, week 9, Wednesday, second meeting, we are going to have our listening test. So for the listening test, it's going to be physical in the sense that you come to the class. I'm going to bring the recording. I give you the question paper. And as you listen to the recording, you're going to answer the question. Okay? And believe me, it is not very difficult. It is easy. Okay? Right. So that is about assessment 2. Assessment 2. Any question regarding assessment 2? Any question? No?
Sir,
Yes.
for the pair, we need to choose, or you gave it to, you gave the group.
Okay. I believe all of us are adults. Okay. You are adult learner. Okay. So freedom is given to you to choose your group members for assessment 1, 1A and 1B. And then freedom is also given to you to choose your partner for assessment 2A, which is reading. Okay, but make sure you choose the right person. All right. I don't want, okay, because okay, he knows about something, then you want to be or to put him or her in your group, but at the end he or she is not contributing at all. So please make sure that the person that you choose to work with you can really work. Okay, so freedom is given to you. Or do you want me to choose your partners?
Freedom, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, you like the freedom to speak and freedom to act. Okay, so I'm giving you the freedom to choose your group members and also your partner. Okay, right. That is going to be for process and procedure. And starting from week 10 until week 14, we are entering the final topic, which is about job application process. Fortunately, okay, in week 10, I am not sure whether you are going to be there physically. Maybe you're going to be in the class physically, but your mind is not there anymore because it is going to be the week for Hari Raya. All right, and then I believe all of you are going back to your hometown. Okay, so we'll see about this. Okay, and then how you can learn. Maybe I'm going to put all the materials in our Google Classroom and Kalam so that you can do your own reading, which I know that you're not going to do it. Okay, you prefer to wait for Hari Raya, enjoying all the lemang, ketupat, and everything, rather than reading the notes. Maybe, okay, all right. But in week 10, we're going to start with the new chapter or the final chapter, which is job application process. Okay, so this is actually the final topic is to equip you with the knowledge on how to apply for a job after this. Okay, after you have completed your study. All right. So, or maybe if you're going to set up your own company, all right, you're going to know on how to deal with the interviewing part. Okay, what kind of question that you're going to ask for the interviewee. Okay, let's say you are the interviewer. So, what will be the question for the interviewee? Okay, and then what are the procedures that you need to follow in order to apply for a job? So, this is meant for you once you have completed your study in UMP. Okay, so we are teaching you the kind of things. Okay, so in the first meeting, we're going to look at introduction to job search. Okay, job hunting strategies, what kind of platform that you can use to look for job. Okay, and then the second point in the first meeting will be preparing for employment. Okay, so we are going to do researching employers. All right, so how to do a background research about the company that you are going to apply. And then in the second meeting of week 10, we are going to learn on video resume. All right, it's going to be elevator pitch, marketing yourself. So what makes you different compared to the others? I'm going to share with you some example from your seniors, okay, who had done this course last semester. I can say that it is very impressive. Okay, super. All right. I mean, the video resume for 2 minutes, they are able to market themselves. Okay, and the outcome of the video is very interesting. So I'm going to share this with all of you as well. Okay, and then in the second meeting, I'm going to give you the briefing about assessment three, and it carries 40% of your overall marks. So we have done the first one, 35 plus 25, 60%. So the final assessment, okay, assessment three, it carries 40% of your overall marks. Okay, in week 11, we are going to look at the video resume again in the sense of language, forms, and functions and how to deliver your video resume. So over here, you are given the freedom to use your creativity. Okay, if you're asking me, sir, can I edit the video? Can we put in the music and such? It is up to you, no problem. Okay, but make sure no elements of plagiarism. For example, if you're going to use a background music, make sure that it is not falls under copyright issues. Okay, because why? Okay, you need to upload the presentation, okay, the video resume in YouTube, your own YouTube channel, and then you're going to share the link. So if you're going to upload it to YouTube channel, if you're using a copyrighted music as your background music, so it is afraid that the video cannot be played. Okay, so that is about it. So how to record it, okay, what kind of editing tools, okay, I'm going to teach you as well, right? And I believe that you are more advanced than me when it comes to recording and editing video, all right? I'm not telling about TikTok videos and such, and I'm sure that you are familiar with it, okay? All right. So in the second meeting of week 11, we are going to look at preparing for and attending a job interview. Okay, so this is the stage where you're going to get ready for a job interview. So let's say you have applied for the job, you have looked for the company, you have applied for the job, and then they call you for an interview. So what are the things that you need to get prepared when you're going to attend a job interview? So this is going to be in the second meeting of week 11. In week 12, all right, we're going to learn about the do's and don'ts in attending job interviews. So how are you going to dress? How are you going to sit? What kind of facial expression that you can give to the audiences? How are you going to come in? How are you going to give the file and everything? Okay, everything will be given to you, the information or the input. Right. Then you are also going to look at the do's and don'ts for interviewers and interviewee. Okay, so let's say if you own the company and then you are going to run an interview, so you are going to be the interviewer. Those coming for the interviewing session, they are called the interviewee. Okay, all right, and then second meeting of week 12 and the first meeting of week 13, it is going to be a role play mock job interview. Okay, for your information, assessment 3, it is divided to two parts as well. Okay, assessment 3A and assessment 3B. For assessment 3B, mock job interview, it will be into two stages. Number one is going to be individual responses. So for individual responses, normally you're going to be given 3 questions and you answer the question individually. Then you are given some time to prepare your responses in a group, okay, whereby the situation will be given to you, and then in that particular group, you're going to discuss and give your responses regarding the situation. So that will be for assessment 3B. For assessment 3A, it is going to be job application document, whereby you are going to submit the one-page resume. Okay, you're going to do the submission online in Google Classroom and together with the video resume. So both of it, 15%, plus assessment 3B, mock job interview, 25%. So altogether, 40%. So basically, you have only 3 assessments, but all the 3 assessments are divided into 2 parts each. So assessment 1, you have infographic submission and also technical oral presentation. So it carries 35% of your overall marks. Then assessment 2, you have reading and listening, 25% plus 35 is 60%. And lastly, you have assessment 3, job application document and mock job interview, 40%, and altogether you have 100%. Okay, any question, class?
No, sir.
Okay, are you okay?
So I have a
Class,
question.
the others, can you please switch on the camera? Please. I, I, I need to know you, okay? Before seeing you personally in week 4, I need to look at you, okay? So that I know that you are my students. I'm afraid that when we like met each other or meet each other, you're going to greet me and then, who are you? Right? I have no idea. So please switch on the camera. Okay, Afiq, Muhammad Afiq. Okay, all right. No, Alisa, where are you? I need you to switch on the camera. Arvin, switch on the camera.
Dia orang ni degil sikit je.
Degil, come on.
No.
Or you want me to bring the cane? Rotan, masa dalam kelas nanti.
No.
Alright. Nurul Aida, Shah, Zai, Atila Mazlan, Fazila Azmi, are you still there or are you sleeping now?
Probably
Sir, my
Lain problem.
I'm here.
Alasan, lain problem. Okay, I understand
Hmm.
the situation. No worries about that because it happens sometimes. Yeah, I know that. Okay, don't worry. Okay, if you can switch on the camera, if you can do so, please switch on the camera. Okay, but basically when it comes to online classes, only for today I ask you to switch on the camera. So later on, it is up to you. Okay, I don't have internet problem because I'm using Maxis Fiber, so no problem with me. But that is the reason why I didn't switch off the camera. Okay, and plus this is going to be recorded as well. All right. So if you have internet problems, so let me know earlier. Okay, and class, if you have problem coming to the class, let's say, okay, our class is at 2, and somehow the night before that you watch football, okay, like Manchester United against Chelsea. Yeah, okay, for information, I'm with Manchester United, the fans, sorry, Chelsea fans. Liverpool, no more, okay, all right. So let's say, okay, you couldn't wake up on time. Okay, somehow you fall asleep after Subuh prayer until 2 o'clock. Okay, our class starts at 2, and then it will take you, okay, you wake up at 2 o'clock, and then it will take you 10 to 15 minutes to get prepared. So, though that you are late, just come to the class or join the online session because you're going to get something rather than not joining at all and you miss all the things. Okay, so if you are coming to the campus afterwards, all right, I won't lock the door. Just come even though that you are late. If it is going to be an online class like this, just join even though that you are late. Okay, I'm not going to penalize you. That is my style. Okay, all right. So I'm going to share with you a few last things. Najmi, are you okay, Najmi? Najmi Shahrin.
Yes. I'm okay.
I can see that
Alamak.
the gesture of like, oh, this is not the course I'm looking for. It's very tough.
No.
It's not. It is not tough. Okay. So Alvin, you are diehard fans of MU, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. MU, okay. Liverpool, no.
Adil Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal is okay. Liverpool not. All right, because I'm afraid if you're going to be Liverpool diehard fans, you're going to have the classes from inside the cave.
Yeah.
So no internet connection. All right, okay. Let's get back into what we are supposed to have. Okay, extend session. Oh, alamak. I need to log in back. My courses. Let me log in back. If you still remember Kalam, okay. If you still remember Kalam, so this is the new outlook of Kalam. So this semester I am teaching 3 courses. This is yours, English for vocational purpose. Okay, so this is the information or course synopsis. So the course is designed to provide technical students with skills and knowledge for workplace. So this is going to be useful when you're going to start working afterwards, right? So it provides opportunities for students to learn and employ language skills and strategies appropriate to written and spoken discourse for specific audiences. So if you're going to deliver the speech or the information to your friends, your colleagues, okay, your subordinates, your superiors, so this is the course that you're supposed to look for. So the contents of this course consists of technical processes and procedures, technical descriptions, and job interview process. So students are required to listen to, evaluate, organize, and write technical information and prepare for a mock job interview. So the learning activities include carrying out presentation, collaborative learning, active engaged learning, and online learning. So the course is defined within the CEFR, Common European Framework of Reference, high B2, B1 to low B2 level. So it's like MUET Band 3. Okay? All right. I'm not sure whether you have taken MUET. Have you taken MUET?
Yes.
Anyone with Band 6? Anyone with Band 6? Can I see your hand? Band 6.
Oh.
Band 5? Band 5? I was the lab rat of MUET, the first batch of MUET, okay, the year 2000. So I was the first batch to take MUET, year 2000. And in my school during that time, only 2 people managed to get Band 6. And both of them are medical doctor now. So I got Band 5. So that's why I'm teaching English. All right. Okay. So you have here the weekly planner. So whatever I have shared with you earlier, okay, weekly basis, okay, week 1, first meeting and second meeting. So it is here in Kalam. All right. And then we have the WhatsApp link for section 1P, your section, and then section 2P. I'm not sure if I'm not mistaken, there are no students yet for section 2P. So if you're not in the WhatsApp group yet, so this is the link that you're supposed to click, and then it will bring you to the group. Okay, so let's try it. Yeah, so this is the group that I have created for all of you. Okay, and then if you click week 1, all right, week 1, you have some information over here that you can read on your own. And at the same time, okay, I have also created this Google Classroom, okay, that is meant only for your section 1P. Okay, so I have arranged the information here, right? Okay, and then this is the weekly planner for under general information. This is the weekly planner. Okay, and then for the first week, all right, for this week, here are the materials that you can read on your own. Okay, and then this is an activity that you can do on your own as well. All right, so this is the learning style that I am practicing for, like, I've been teaching in UMP for 13 years, since 2008. So I've been teaching there in UMP for 13 years. So what I did normally, okay, I'm going to post some what do you call it, slides, notes, and everything, okay, in Google Classroom or in Kalam. And then when I ask you to go and read it, please read the notes or handouts given to you. Then when it comes to the class, we're going to discuss about it. Okay, sometimes, right, I'm going to use the notes in Kalam and also in Google Classroom. And if you notice, the contents are a bit different. Okay, I am not putting the things in Kalam and the same thing will appear in Google Classroom. No, because I know that you're going to get bored about it. Okay, so sometimes I'm going to use the content from Kalam or Google Classroom, and then I'm going to display it straight away during our lesson. So you can also go to Kalam or Google Classroom, and then you can open the same file, and then while I am giving the lecture to you, you can look at it. Okay, right. So your task for today, okay, before we end our class, so first meeting is not going to be too long, and normally for online classes, I won't go until 2 hours. Okay, 1 hour is the maximum time for online classes. For physical classes, yes, we can go up to 2 hours, depends on the activities and the topic that we are going to discuss. But of course, it is not going to be only lecture, we are going to have classroom activities. Okay, I like to do gamification, all right, and then I like to do like post-topic discussion. So I give you the topic, and then you are going to discuss or present about it in the classroom. Okay, your task for today, if you go to this Google Classroom, later on I'll give you the link, all right, in our WhatsApp group. So tell us about tell us about you under general information. You can click this. So over here, you need to record yourself in the simplest way, explaining about who you are and what makes you different than the others. The video should be within 1 minute, only 1 minute, okay? Do not forget to include your important details, your full name, where do you come from, and other relevant information. So why am I doing this? Just to get you familiarized with the YouTube channel. If you have not created your YouTube channel, this is the time that you have to do so, because you have to do it for your assessment afterwards. Okay, so you need to record yourself. You can record it in your house, outside your house, okay, at the yard. It depends on you. Okay, for 1 minute, just describe about yourself. Okay, where do you come from, who you are, and the most important thing is what makes you different than the others. Okay, right? For example, you tend to be easily fall asleep. So that is the reason why when it comes to the class, you like to sit in front. So that is one of the uniqueness about you. Okay, all right. So this recording, you need to upload it to YouTube. Okay, and then of course you need to create your own YouTube channel first. Okay, and then you just take the link. Okay, upload the video, put it under unlisted, and then you copy the link, and then you just paste it here in this activity. General information, tell us about you. All right, so that is going to be your task. And if you're asking me, the due date is going to be next week, hopefully. Okay, no specific due date, so you have like a week to go to do it. Only 1 minute of a video. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Yes. If you can do a long TikTok video, a 1 minute video, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I believe you can do it. So you have until next week. So just upload or share the link in the Google Classroom. Or maybe now I can give you the link. Okay. Wait. In the chat box there, I have given you the link for the Google Classroom. Yes, Adil. Seri je semana tadi. Yeah. That's why I didn't watch the game. So I didn't watch. Normally I didn't watch the game. I just wait for the result. Okay. MU today is not like MU 10 years ago. All right. So this is the link I have given in the chat box. The link to the Google Classroom. So please join the classroom. Okay. And then, all right. Okay. Here is another thing. Okay, if you see there is the link of the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and then some of the, not some, I can say that most of the contents of what you're going to learn for this semester, and also some of the contents are very useful for future reference in my YouTube channel. So you can watch it as well, okay? Feel free to like and subscribe, all right? I am updating the video from time to time. No, sorry, I'm not into TikTok. I'm too old for TikTok. But yeah, sometimes I watch the TikTok shared by my kids. So Ayah, so this is the new video from TikTok. So I just watch it. Okay. All right. So you can also go to my YouTube channel, and then you can watch the video that I've created for you. If it is useful, then you can like and subscribe. And from time to time, I'm going to add more videos coming in. Okay. Yeah, follow, like, and share. All right, but if you subscribe, do not ask me for extra marks. I couldn't give you that. But if you work hard, you give your full cooperation and commitment, I believe you deserve an A for that. Okay? All right, any other question before we end the session?
I have a question.
Yes, Najmi.
So everyone has do and don'ts by, I mean, just like diorang punya, I'm sorry, my English are bad. So
No worries,
everyone,
no worries, no worries. Okay.
everyone have their own, just like pantang larang in classes. So how about you, sir? Do you have any pantang larang like that? Yeah. because
Okay.
we in the professional class, right?
All right. I am human as well. Okay, it is not good for me to set like a very strict pantang larang. Okay, that kind of taboo. Okay, right. So it's very simple. Okay, just come to the class. If you have problems, you can always reach me. You can always text me in the WhatsApp group, or you can always text me personally. If it is something relevant to the class, related to the class, it is advisable that you post it in WhatsApp group so that when I give the answer, it's going to be beneficial for everyone. So I don't have to repeat the answers again and again. Okay. But if you need help, I know it is stressful to have online classes. For your information, I am one of the e-learning practitioners in UMP. I started venturing in e-learning since 2008. Okay, so I was among the pioneer for e-learning in UMP, and yeah, it's tiring. I know that. Okay, so if you need help, reach out. Okay, and then for my class, it's very simple. Sir, can I eat during the class? For example, yes, if it is sweets and such. Please do not bring nasi lemak to the physical class and eat it on your own. If you want to do that, okay, there are 28 plus me 29. Bring 29 nasi lemak so everyone can enjoy nasi lemak all together. Okay, and then if you are late, just come to the class. All right, rather than keeping it quiet. Let's say you have internet problem. Okay, so actually I'm having internet problem. I couldn't use my internet and such. Let me know so that we can work on something. Okay, if there is a need for me to send you the CD of my lecture and such, I will do so. Okay, if there is a need for me to get you a new SIM pack, then I will try to do so. Okay, but since that we are going online for like 3 weeks, and then starting from week number 4 and onwards, we're going to have a physical classes. If you have problem, do not stay in silence. Okay, do not get into the cave and keep it to yourself. Come and see me. Okay, or you can text me. You can always reach me. All right, I don't want, okay, let's say you know that you're going to have the assessment on certain week. All right, I don't want last minute kind of thing. Sir, I couldn't do a test because I have to go back, or I have to take my JPJ test. Okay, so it is better for you to let me know earlier rather than giving me the information last minute. But if it is something emergency, like someone is dead, okay, die in your family, no problem. Okay, so my way of teaching and delivering the information is very simple. You just do your task, okay, simple rules, enjoy the class, and then inshallah you can get an A or you pass the subject or the course. Okay, what kind of pantalaran that you are expecting, Najmi?
No, just like if we are late to class or something like that, it's like ataupun tak boleh lewat or something, you know, because some of the lecture were like that, you know.
I'm not that kind of person. English is supposed to be fun. Okay,
Oh,
I really appreciate. Okay, let's say I've mentioned to you, you wake up late. Okay, your class is at 2, and then somehow by 2:30 you come to the class. I really appreciate you still have the effort to come to the class, to be in the class, and you learn something, though that you miss that half an hour, rather than you are not coming and you miss all the things. Okay, so it's very simple. All right, and then okay, since that we have EPAT, all right. Last semester, one of your seniors mentioned in the class for the EPAT, okay, I am too fast. Please, if I speak too fast, if you don't understand, you can just always, during this kind of session, okay, online classes or a physical class, sir, just raise your hand. Can you please slow it down? We need some time to digest the information. So just stop me if you need clarification. Okay, I will stop and explain to you. All right. So I
all
prefer that
right.
kind of approach. Okay. Right. Any other question? Yeah. Agree. Believe. Better late than never. Yes. Any other question?
Sir,
No.
if we are sick, should we apa tunjuk MC tu?
Okay.
Ah,
Yes. If you fall sick, right? Hopefully it is not COVID. Okay. Hopefully it's not COVID. Right. Let's say you have a fever. go to the nearest health center, pusat kesihatan university, I mean in Pekan, okay, get the valid medical certificate. Right? Or let's say during weekend you go back to your hometown, maybe after this, right, you're allowed to do so, and then get a valid medical certificate from the nearest clinic. Okay, or government clinic or private clinic, but preferably government clinic. Okay, then you can just text me, say I couldn't come to your class because I fall sick. Okay, I will give you my medical leave later on. Just bring it to the class afterwards. Okay, don't worry. Right, the same goes, let's say you an emergency happened, all right, one of your family members passed away and you couldn't come to the class, right, you can always bring the copy of the death certificate later on. Okay, right. Yes, any other question before we end the session? Nope. All right, so thank you very much for being with me. I hope that this is going to be a smooth sailing for all of us this semester. All right, can't wait to see all of you physically in class after 1 year conducting the class online and seeing my students only in the screen, on the screen. Okay, so in the meantime, please take a good care of yourself. All right, I will keep you updated with the latest information in our WhatsApp group. Okay, let's say maybe in a second meeting this week, I want you to do your own reading and such, so I will let you know in advance. Okay? Yes.
Sorry for interrupting. So for the homework, right? The one the assignment that you gave us.
Okay.
So is it need to be professional, just like the tajuk of the or just like the video can be casual? Which one do
Tell
you
us
think?
about you, is it?
Huh?
Tell us about your activity, is it?
Yeah, the activity that you just gave us, the new assignment. Tell us about you. Yeah.
Okay. Which one do you prefer? The too formal kind of recording or what do you call it? Very fun and interesting kind of recording.
How about very fun?
Yes, because you are telling me about yourself, okay? I want something that is very fun and interesting rather than something that is very professional. My name is like you are newscasting, okay? Don't do that kind of thing, all right? So you can do anything that you think that is suitable, fun, and exciting, okay? In order for you to introduce yourself to the class. It is not only going to be me watching the video, but the rest of your friends are going to watch the video as well. And I won't put it in Siakap Keli, Himpunan Cerita Lawak or viral kind of platform. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, so it is only for me and my class. Okay, right. So if there is no other question, then thank you very much for joining me this session today. Stay safe. Drink a lot of plain water. It is hot outside there. So that's all from me, and you are free to leave the session now. Thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Doctor.
Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you,
Don't
Doctor.
don't call me a doctor, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
You're welcome.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Salam.
Makan.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.